Hey Joel, it's Kim here, and we're going to go over some things about your swim video. The first thing I want to talk about is your arm in the recovery position. What I would like to see is, instead of what we have going on, which is a giant swing here in the air, I want your fingertips to actually stay right along the water where that circle is, so that you can skim the top of the water with your fingertips and stay really close. We're going to set you up for when you enter the water. We want you to do it correctly. What I'm seeing here is your hand is completely open. So instead, we want to keep your hand facing downward toward the water and entering a little further in front of your head. And again, you can see your foot is kind of flailing out here to the back. And that's because you're off balance. So we need more of those balance drills for sure. So that's the first things that are happening. On this next frame, you can see you're entering the water a little too close to the head. And so we want to change that, think about further out and entering where kind of my cursor was right there. Once you come into the water, instead of going to the left, your trajectory is where the red is. We want your trajectory to be where that yellow is. And then the other arm is swinging real high. And we can also see your foot there kind of coming out of the water totally towards us. So that's something we want to avoid. Finally, your whole face is out of the water in this shot, which is what we really want is just one of your goggles coming out of the water, only one, not both. We won't ever want to see your whole face, so that's balance again. Here's your hand entering underwater on the left hand side, and where I actually wanted to enter is that yellow X. When we're under the water, we actually want from your shoulder coming out, and that's your elbow, and the circle is your hand. We want you staying on that side of the perpendicular. You're way under the body, which shows me again that you're off balance. And finally, in this shot, your head is underwater completely. We got the foot kicking out the back, and it's just you're very unbalanced. So we got to really work on those balance drills. Here you can see your hand shooting over across your body, which should never happen. Where I actually want your hand is where that yellow circle is. That's your arm and your hand. So you need to be shooting out to the side. Think about two train tracks going in a big V. That's what I want you to think about. Never crossing that midline of the body. And here you are again. We're way over, and that's where I'd like your hand to be on that side when you're in your pool position, as we call it. So you're not that far off on the right hand side, but it's the left that is very far off. Definitely need to work on all of these things.